age of the Fortnite metaverse, we essentially have 8 games all in one. So today I'm going to take a look at every metaverse mode and rank them from worst to best. Now I won't spend too much time on this one, as I've only played about 10 minutes of it, but honestly, the mode just isn't made for someone like me. It definitely targets a younger audience, much like Roblox, that really enjoy the tycoon style games. While the concept is solid, letting you perform jobs, build houses, and be somewhat of a life sim, there's just not that much depth or variety to really make it stand out for me in the long run, and it's definitely not the type of experience that I'm coming to Fortnite for, so we'll land it at number 8. Now, Rocket Racing was the mode that I was most excited for when it was first announced, which makes it more ironic looking back on it right now. I was pumped to see how Epic Games would integrate a racing game into Fortnite. Sadly, when the mode launched, it quickly became clear that Rocket Racing wasn't what I was hoping for. Instead of going for a more Mario Kart style experience, it was a straightforward racing game that you'd find in an arcade. It's a shame because I really think Epic could have done something unique with this mode by incorporating special abilities that fit with Fortnite's lore, like boogie bombs that act like shells that we've seen from Mario Kart, or even the bare minimum of having some Fortnite related maps. Ultimately, this mode just feels like a huge missed opportunity, and given that the mode is basically cancelled right now, it seems like a lot of the player base agrees. Now, growing up with Rock Band in the 2000s, I was curious how Epic Games would implement a music-focused mode inside of the game, and after a year later, I can say it's done its job pretty well. Not to mention, they've dropped a lot of tracks within this mode, and while 500 V-Bucks per track is a little steep, I get that Epic Games needed to fund the mode somehow, and it's nice to see that they offer free tracks in rotation. I also really enjoy how Epic Games have brought in some big names to the game, like The Weeknd, Metallica, Billie Eilish, and Snoop Dogg, which has went a long way in making the mode feel fresh with each new season. That said, while it is a solid addition to the game for rhythm enjoyers, it's just not a mode that I find myself wanting to play. When this mode first launched, it felt like Fortnite's take on the Minecraft system, and after a year, I think it's finally starting to work. It has that same appeal of starting a new save with your friends and building something cool, but like Minecraft, it can get a bit stale after a while. Now early on, a big frustration for me was that a lot of the builds were locked behind steep prices in the item shop, and it took Epic Games a while to release passes that offered a better value for players, giving you multiple builds for one price. And not to mention, these LEGO passes are now free if you're a member of the Fortnite crew, so I can definitely see myself jumping into the mode more often, especially in sandbox mode with my friends. Plus, LEGO has gotten a ton of updates that have kept things fresh along the way. We've seen cool additions like Star Wars, the Colombo update, and more recently, the Storm King. These updates have gone a long way in bringing some new excitement to the mode, making the experience feel more diverse and more engaging. While Ballistic is still in early access, I think this mode has massive potential and a really solid foundation. Essentially, it's Fortnite's answer to games like Valorant, CSGO, and Call of Duty. The concept is pretty simple, as it's basically search and destroy from Call of Duty, but with Fortnite's unique weapons. What really stands out about the mode is that this mode is our first official exposure to first-person gameplay inside of the game, and it's very unique when you compare it to all the other modes in the Fortnite metaverse right now. Moving forward with this mode, I'd love to see new maps, more quirky Fortnite items, and even cosmetics like charms that feel specific to the mode. So I am enjoying the experience, even though it's in early access, so I can't put it any higher than number 4. Now if you're enjoying this video, make sure you smash that sub button, as less than 5% of you watching right now are actually subscribed. We're currently on the road to 15k subs, and I'd love to have you along for the ride. Also, don't forget to like the video and use code Twistychase in the Fortnite item shop with your next purchase. And okay, I'll admit it, OG mode is the ultimate nostalgia trip, and honestly, it's been a total blast. I've really enjoyed it, minus a few hiccups here and there. And while yes, it's a big throwback to the Fortnite that we all know and love, there's something about it that just works. I mean, those old graphics, the classic POIs, and the weapons with their OG sound. It's like stepping back into time and being reminded of why we all fell in love with Fortnite to begin with. There's also that feeling of scarcity that I really loved about Chapter 1, with limited hills and limited ammo, that added a level of intensity to every match back in 2017, and I'm really happy that that feeling has been conveyed even in 2024. And sure, the mode is simpler, but honestly, that's what makes it so special. And beyond of just reliving some of the past Chapter 1 seasons that I played, I'm super excited to experience some of the Chapter 1 seasons that I missed or never appreciated. So for me, OG isn't just a nostalgic gimmick, it's an experience that still holds up all these years later, landing it at number 3. Alright, I know some of you might be raising an eyebrow here, but hear me out. Battle Royale comes in at number 2. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love Battle Royale. Epic Games have truly perfected the Battle Royale formula in a way that no other company has been able to match. And right now, Chapter 6 is giving me some of the most fun that I've ever had in BR since Chapter 4 Season 2. The new season is packed with fresh changes, new weapons, a new map, and the movement features have all went a long way in making Battle Royale feel more dynamic than ever before. It's very clear that Epic understands that Battle Royale is still the main draw for the Fortnite player base. I'm genuinely thrilled that even in this era of diverse experiences, Epic continues to pour so much effort into crafting amazing content for the chapter. That being said, while I absolutely love Chapter 6 and the current state of Battle Royale, I can't say it's my current favorite way to play the game. Don't get me wrong, it's still top tier, no question, but with the expansive metaverse that Fortnite has constructed, I've discovered a new mode that's just different. Now, Reload was honestly the saving grace of the metaverse in Chapter 5 Season 3, and it's remained my go-to mode ever since. Now let me be clear, this isn't a knock on BR. I love BR still, but Reload offers something different that really clicks with me. The concept of respawning onto the map, the non-stop action, and the inclusion of older weapons create a fast-paced, competitive experience that standard BR just can't replicate, and that's totally okay. For me, there's just so much to love about Reload. Not only do we get a nice mix of classic weapons, but both of the maps are great in both quality and size, and they're packed with nostalgic POIs. But what makes Reload so great is that it doesn't just rely on nostalgia. It takes these classic elements from Fortnite's history and combines them into one experience that feels fresh and unique. And it's by far my most played mode of the metaverse era that we're currently in, and it's without a doubt my favorite of the bunch. So let me know your ranking of all these modes in the comments below. But until next time guys, as always, take care and stay twisty.